What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, just another PuggyTuber, coach of the coach of your Piedmont Triad Kickers, coming at you today with week 4 of Manaphy Division VDL. Today we are taking on Ethymaster, coach of the Dunsparce United, and they have a pretty threatening team, which consists of Monkey Dory. The team's not threatening because of Monkey Dory though, but Monkey Dory is there. They have the Tauros Blaze, the Serena, the Rabambi, the Kingdra, the Terra Luxray, the Cryogonal, the Palosan, the Probopass, and last but not least, Terra Shiftry. I personally think they'll probably bring Serena, Rabambi. They have to bring Cryogonal because it's their only spinner. I think they bring the Terra Luxray. I think they could bring Kingdra. I could see Kingdra coming because they kind of need a swap in for Tauros. Well, is it even a swap in? I don't know. So Serena, Rabambi, Kingdra, Cryogonal, Luxray, and I guess Monkey Dory because it can outspeed my Tauros. So to combat this team, first and foremost, we decided we're going to bring Greed, the Sableye, who's rocking his leftovers, Prankster for the ability, max HP, 44 defense, 212 speed F, sassy nature with knockoff hex recovery, Thunder Wave. I can't just completely ignore the monkey, so Greed is actually a pretty good Monkey Dory switch in because we resist both the stabs and resist one, immune to the other. Knockoff hex, just do good damage to it. We have recover so we can stay healthy, and then T-Wave because that way we can make anything that's faster than us slower. Well, not faster, not slower than Sableye, but at least slower than my offensive Pokemon. But yeah, this thing is mainly just here because of Monkey Dory. But yeah, that is Greed. Next on the team roster, we have the one, the only, the Lunchbox, Rotom Heat, who's rocking his leftovers. Levitate is his ability, max HP, max defense, 4 special attack, bold nature with Volt Switch, Hex, Thunder Wave, and Pain Split. The closest thing we have to a swap in for the Luxray, who we can just Hex after it gets its guts boosted. We can also like T-Wave stuff like Serena, Rabambi, the Kingdra. Well, it would have to be the Kingdra on the switch in because we do not want to take a freaking Hydro Pump. But you guys get the idea. We have Volt Switch for pivoting in and out, and then we have Pain Split to help with longevity purposes. But yeah, that is the Lunchbox. Next on the team roster, we have the one, the only, Shandora the Chimecho, who is rocking her leftovers this week. Levitate for the ability, Terra Fire, max HP, max defense, 4 special attack, bold nature with Psychic, draining his Terra Blast and Calm Mind. So depending on his Terra type, we may or may not be forced to Terra to begin with. But we did decide to go Terra Fire just to help with things like the Rabambi, the Serena, some of these bulkier mons, we can Drain and Kiss into the freaking Kingdra, and then of course the Monkey Dory, we can just click Psychic or Terra Blast. It just really doesn't really matter. But yeah, that is Shandor, that is our Chimecho, that is our Terra Captain for the week. Next on the team roster is another setup sweeper in the form of all aboard the Earthworm, who's rocking his leftovers. Earth Eater for the ability, 248 HP, max defense, 8 speed F, Impulse Nature with Body Press, Heavy Slam, Coil, and Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock, is just good for breaking sashes and getting, residual chip. If we coil once, we should be able to kill Monkey Dory with Heavy Slam. And same for the, Rabambi just dies regardless, and then same for the, Cryogonal's actually a lot heavier than I gave it credit for, so we do need to set up to kill it, but it's possible. We can just click Body Press and everything else, like the Kingdra, the Luxray, the same for the Serena. But yeah, that is Earthworm, just mainly just here to set up and then just get going. Next on the team roster is a mon to help another mon set up to sweep. It's the one, the only, Toothless the Noivern, who's rocking his Heat Rock. Frisk for his ability, 136 HP, 252 special attack, 120 speed, Timid Nature with Air Slash, Flamethrower, U-Turn, and Sunny Day. The only thing that could annoy this set is if he brings the Palosan or the Probopass, which I am not expecting, and the reason this could be annoying is because they could have rocks. And I'm not bringing any removal, so that could be annoying, but I don't think he's going to bring those Pokemon, so I think we should be fine. We have Air Slash and Flame, so we get up to Sun. Like, Flamethrower is just a good click into most of the team, and the things we can't click it into, we can just click Air Slash. Ideally, if we're ever in front of the freaking Kingdra, though, we just U-turn out into something until it's absolutely in range of Air Slash, but everything else, Air Slash or Flamethrower should be able to hit it. But ideally, this guy is just here to set the sun, so we can potentially set up and win with this guy right here, Nimbus, the Whimsicott, who's rocking his Focus Sash, Chlorophyll for the ability, 180 HP, 252 special attacks, 76 speed, modest nature. So basically, I sped crept a Scarfed Rabombi if the sun is up, which effectively means we outspeed the whole team. We are modest nature with Moonblast, Giga Drain, Shadow Ball, and Growth. We go +2. As long as there's no hazards on the field, we should be able to get in. There are a few things that could potentially just one-shot us, so I would prefer to be able to guarantee get up at least 1 Growth. Shadow Ball on the Monkey Dory should do crazy damage. Moonblast into the freaking, Rabombi, the Luxray, the Kingdra, the Serena, like we're doing just crazy damage. If for some reason he does bring, like, let's say, Palosan or the, what do you call that thing, the Probopass, we can just Giga Drain into them. We do need to chip the Cryogonal beforehand, just slightly, so we can kill it with Moonblast, but as long as we can make that happen, we can reasonably just go into Nimbus and potentially just win the game after a Growth. But yeah, guys, that is the team, that is Nimbus. I think I've said everything that needed to be said, so without further ado, let's get into the battle. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Hopefully this battle is a banger. Alright, so we are connected with our opponent, Ethy Master, also known as Ethan. So they have brought Monkey Dory, like I thought, Luxray, like I thought, Rabombi, like I thought, but they've also brought Serena, Palosan, and Probopass. You love to see it. So I think we lead Rotom, because, like, well. I know one thing, though. If we set up, so there's no Kingdra, so if we set up our Chimecho, it kind of just beats a lot of the team, right? I think we lead Rotom, and just take it from there. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. So they have a couple of ways to get up hazards, which would kind of suck for Rotom, but yeah, we'll see. Fetty Wap, this thing. So we're gonna just go for the oh my gosh, why this lag? I don't think it's my opponent, I think it's me. It might just be my computer, I'm not sure. My computer has been kind of iffy lately. I would imagine we see, okay, so if he goes Palosan, what is our play? If he goes Palosan, so be it. We just click Hex into it, because what does it click into us? Okay. Of course it gets the Toxic Chain, but I'm not surprised. That's kind of his thing. I wonder if that thing is Scarfed, by the way, because I just thought about something. Whimsicott would not outspeed it if it's Scarfed. Well, if he gets up webs, that is. Nose Candy. Who the heck is this? Yeah, Palosan. So, we could take the time to click Hex. Because, I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't really see our guy doing a whole lot this match anyway. So I think we click, because what do they do? Just get up rocks here? So I think we click Hex for damage, just see how much damage we're doing. Let's see. Okay, so this thing is Spadef. Stealth Rock. Alright, we just had to play with those. It is what it is. We just gotta play with those. So we know it has rocks. If we can get rid of this, it'll free up our guy a lot. So we could go into Sableye, because who switches into Sableye besides, I guess it's just Rabombi, right? But at the same time, we don't want to take unnecessary damage on Sableye, I feel like. Especially since Rotom, I mean, do we just keep clicking Hex? Because what is Rotom doing in this game? Like, I think we click Hex again. Try to scout the set a little bit more. Kind of wish I mean, I'm pretty sure they have a recovery move, right? Shadow Ball, okay. Spadef has dropped. Our Spadef has dropped, unfortunately. But also, we beat this thing, like, okay. Let's click, I mean, do they swap out here? Like I said, let's scout the set, so let's click Hex one more time. Do they have recover? I think they do. Shore up, yep. That would have been a free turn to go into our Sableye, but it is what it is. Shore up, Stealth Rock, Shadow Ball. Yeah, it is what it is. But if I can get rid of this, I do feel like it frees up, what's his face? Orthworm, because this is like the only thing Orthworm can't touch. And honestly, now that Lunchbox is like chipped, I really don't care. He's probably going to just shore up again. Or Shadow Ball, that also works. Thank you for killing us. I've been waiting to die for a very long time. Okay. Okay. So Rotom Heat is KO'd by Palossand. There was no Tauros here, so I really didn't care for it. We can just go into this guy and just click knockoff. There's not really a knockoff switch in here. He could go into Rabombi and we'll just T-Wave it. I won't care. So we're just going to click knockoff here. We're just going to click knockoff here. I kind of wish I would have went to this thing on the shore, but I mean, Rotom just dies to the rocks when it comes back in, right? So, yeah. We're just going to click knockoff. But I mean, how heavy is Palossand? You are, at the end of the day, you're a bunch of sand and you're a ghost. You can't be that heavy, right? So do they just, you're a cussed out. Interesting. Okay. I kind of wish this thing would just die already. What is hitting harder from us? We had... I never changed... Oh, that's crazy. I never changed my... Bro, I forgot to change my nature. If I would have changed my nature, this thing would have died. It is what it is, though. We just have to click knockoff again. This thing would be dead if I would have just changed my nature, bro. Shadow Ball. We click Hex. Bro, why does it keep getting the split F drops? Come on, man. Come on, man. He keeps getting the split F drops. So realistically, what's hitting harder? Knockoff still hits harder. I really hate that, though. Like, he just keeps getting those split F drops. We have to just click knockoff. Come on, crit him. Of course not. He's going to click shore up. Yeah. So he has Shadow Ball, Rocks. Shadow Ball, Rocks. This is very annoying. Okay. We kind of just have to click knockoff again if I'm being real. Make him waste his shore up turns, I guess. Like, bro, Palossand just won't die. One thing we're probably gonna have to do is just try to set up with Chimecho, I feel like. Bro, it's the fact that if I would have just remembered to change my nature, this thing would have died. Like, because you barely lived the first time, and we kind of have to just stay in and keep hitting you, right? There's nothing much we can do about this. Because if we get rid of this, it frees up Chimecho and it frees up Orthworm a bit. It frees them both up a bit. Let's see. Especially... See, where was that roll at before? Where was that roll at before, bro? We really needed that. We needed that roll before, bro. We needed that roll before, bro. Okay, this is not the end of the world, though. This is not the end of the world. We go Chimecho. They don't have an immediate... I mean, bro, half the team is weak to fire. Yeah. We just have to Terra and Calm Mind. Wait, do I still have stored power? Bro, I need to lock in, bro. There's no way I still have stored power on this set, bro. There's no way I still have stored power on this set, bro. There's no way I still have stored power on this set. So he's cussed out. Is the last move Destiny Bond? Or like... Because I'm thinking he's... Rocks, Shore Up, Shadow Ball. He was cussed out. So what's the last item? I mean, what's the last move? Okay. Do we see Probo come in? Stardust. Who's this? Yeah, it's Probo. It's Probo. It's Probopass. So let me see something. Probopass. This thing could power gem me. What other rock moves do you get? You get power gem. He could be physical. Well, okay. Rock blast, rock slide, rock tomb, smackdown. So, how much damage are we taking from, let's say, a power gem? They would have to be super in... Oh my. This Mon also shouldn't be able to touch Orthworm, so we have to just go into Orthworm. Oh, we have to deal with these rocks, and it is what it is. Let's see what he goes for. Are you special, physical, power? Okay, so we could have stayed in. Is this thing specs? Jesus Christ. We have to coil here. Yeah, we have to coil here. And I guess hope they go back into Palisade. That did so much damage. They did a lot more than the freaking ice. So this thing's either specs or just super, like, SPDF invested. I mean, not SPDF, but special attack invested. Okay. So they do swap out. Who do they swap into? Nose Candy. Okay. We should outspeed you. But the question is, do we kill you? Because if I'm being honest, I don't think so. Because you're a Palosan though, right? You're a Palosan. You're a Palosan. You're a Palosan. I don't think you... You weigh... Why does this thing weigh 552 pounds? Let's see how much damage we're doing. Oh wait, so I gotta think. Based on the hex damage... Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I need to look at this real quick. Crap, I don't have time to look this up, bro. Okay, so they might be... crap. They might be physically defensive, bro. We have to just click this. Oh my freaking goodness! Just kill this thing already! Okay. This actually works. This works. Kinda. I did not want to take that much damage, bro. We just have to heavy slam. Again. We just have to. We just have to. This thing is too annoying. We just have to heavy slam and kill it. Alright, that's dead. That's dead, that's dead, that's dead. Maybe we can try to set up our guy later. But this is definitely a tough game. This is definitely a tough game. Molly. I'm going to click Stealth Rock here. Or should I click Heavy Slam? Well, I mean, who we need the rocks for, to be honest? No one, right? We just click Heavy Slam. Don't die. This thing is specs. You are specs. You are specs. You're spectacles. You're specs. You have a pair of specs on you, and we know it. You're choice specs, because there's no way that kills me otherwise. There's absolutely no way that kills me otherwise. I think we just Terra Blast. Yeah, I think we just have to Terra Blast. We just have to Terra Blast. We just have to Terra Blast. This is tough. This is very tough. This is very, 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 very tough. Stardust. How much damage are we doing? Probably pitiful damage because we don't have... So the issue is, we probably should just went Noivern there. It is what it is. That's all we're doing, bro. That's very pitiful damage. Terrifier was probably not the best. Like, if I would have brought Terra Steel, that would have been a lot better into this matchup, but that's not what we brought. Yeah, Steel would have been so much better. The issue is we have to put all our cards into the Whimsicott basket that just kind of isn't going to provide. Yeah. Because Noivern is slower than the thing, and we don't have ways to... Oh my goodness, we're screwed. Yeah, we're going to lose this one. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're going to take a lot from this. I can already tell. Yep. Yeah, we're going to lose this. It is what it is, though. Can't win them all. So we're going to Terra Blast here. That's all we can do is just Terra Blast here. Just got a Terra Blast. That Palossand was just so annoying to break, and it's kind of, and I mean, I can only be upset at myself because Sableye was not the right nature, so we couldn't. Because if we would have killed Palossand, we would probably still have our Sableye, which would at least be good for like the Rabombi because we could T-wave it. We could Hex the Luxray, but this is all copium. So we have to go into this. But they're going to have steel coverage on this thing, I'm almost certain. Oh, your choice specs. Okay. Thought so. So we're going to click Sunny Day here. This is kind of what we have to play for. No wonder that freaking Power Gem did so much to freaking Orthworm. He specs. I doubt Whimsicott can take this, but we have to just try. Well, no, we can't. Well, it's going to be tough, bro. We're just going to click Growth into Giga Drain. If we can take two, let's be mindful. 268, 268, 268, 268, 268, 268. We have to... Bro, there's no freaking way this kills, bro. There's no freaking way this kills. Ooh, so close. So close. Bro, we were almost out of range. We were almost out of range. What it is, what it is. GG to my opponent, man. I can't even deny it. I didn't prep the best. First of all, we forgot to put Psychic... Well, it doesn't really matter. Chimecho didn't do anything. We forgot to EV our Sableye right, though. And that's, like, a big thing. And, like, bro, when you forget to do, like, little stuff like that, you just deserve to lose. GG's to my opponent. Thank you for tuning in. Give a Dunsparce. Please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, everybody, peace out.